Part 11.
Dinner was warmer than Liz expected. Too warm. Her father laughed more than he had in months, insisting Cedric take more stew. Roland proudly announced, "He made it." Cedric took a bite, paused dramatically, then nodded with approval. "This," he said seriously, "might be better than the palace kitchen." Roland beamed like he had just been knighted. Liz rolled her eyes. "He's trying too hard." Cedric winked at her. Her stomach flipped. Her father leaned back in his chair. "So Liz, how is work at the palace? Have you seen the Empress? They say she's quite frightening." Liz laughed awkwardly. Inner thought, yeah. Of course I've seen her. I'm her personal assistant. Out loud she smiled sweetly. "Oh no, I barely see her. I just work in the laundry wing. It's peaceful." Cedric's eyes flicked toward her. He didn't say anything, and she just smiled, holding he doesn't tell her out. After dinner, Liz began stacking plates. Cedric stood as well. "I'll take those." "You don't have to. I insist." Before she could protest further, he was already walking toward the kitchen. She followed immediately. The moment they were in the kitchen, she closed the door, placed the plate down, and turned to him. "What do you want?" she whispered sharply. He calmly placed the plates down. "What?" "I'm just doing my job." "Which job?" She shot back. "You can do your job in the palace. Not here. I don't need you here." He turned to face her fully now. "Why?" Her jaw tightened. "I'm perfectly fine. I've been fine without you. No one is chasing me. The Empress was simply angry when I lose her jewelry before. That's why she assigned guards to me at the palace." She lied. Cedric smirked. "And yet, you sneaked out." "I didn't. You did. I just didn't want people following me. It's uncomfortable." His gaze sharpened slightly. "So I make you uncomfortable?" He stepped closer. Slow. Deliberate. The kitchen suddenly felt too small. Her breath tightened. He was looking directly into her eyes now. Close enough that she could see the faint scar near his jaw. Close enough to feel his warmth. "Do I make you uncomfortable, Princess?" Her heart slammed against her ribs. Why is he so close? She tried to speak. You know that's..." He didn't move. Didn't blink. Just watched her. Waiting. Her pulse was so loud she was sure he could hear it. She pushed him lightly, stepping back. "Just make sure you're gone before nightfall, Mr. Cedric." She turned quickly and walked out of the kitchen before her voice betrayed her. Outside, she forced her breathing to steady. What was that just now? Why did my hands feel warm when I touched his chest? Why did I hesitate? Her brother smiled at her, giving her a look. "I see you." She frowned. "Oh, shut up, Roland." Back in the kitchen, Cedric leaned slightly against the counter. A slow smirk forming. "Uncomfortable," he murmured under his breath, but his eyes had softened, because that didn't look like discomfort. That looked like something far more dangerous. Night fell, and he didn't leave. Of course he didn't. Liz stood by the window pretending not to watch, as Cedric dropped a heavy pile of firewood beside the house. Roland was beside him the entire time, laughing, talking, asking 100 questions a minute. "Is that how knights train? Can you split it in one strike? Do you fight bandits often?" Cedric humored every single one. Patient, relaxed, smiling. Liz clicked her tongue softly. "Something needs to be kicked out," she muttered. "They say you have to chase the rat to..." "To what?" She frowned. "No, that's not even a saying." She turned towards the door, intending to confront him. But then, when she opened the door, she froze on the spot. He was shirtless. Her eyes widened. What the actual? Light caught on bare skin and muscle shaped from years of training. His back flexed slightly as he reached for another log. Liz turned to a corner so fast she nearly gave herself whiplash. As Roland walked towards him, completely unbothered, holding out a cup of water. "Here, Captain." "What was that?" She tried to peek again. "No, don't look, Elizabeth. Do not turn around." Her face felt warm. Why is he shirtless? Her father's voice called from the doorway. Come on in. Continue tomorrow. It's late. Oh, I have a spare shirt. For you, Cedric. Cedric glanced over his shoulder politely. That's very kind of you, sir. I'll be leaving soon, so there's no need. I thought you were protecting sister until she goes back. Roland cut in suspiciously. Liz groaned under her breath. Shut up, Roland. Cedric laughed softly. Ah, yes, I suppose I am. He looked toward her father. If it's not a burden, I can stay. Say no, Dad. Please say no. Her father smiled warmly. Of course. You're working. You don't have to ask for my permission. We have an extra blanket. Roland cheered. You're sleeping with me. Cedric laughed again. I'll try not to snore. And then she heard the door shut. She sighed. What is wrong with them? This man is dangerous, persistent, and now sleeping under the same roof. She turned sharply, when suddenly a hand blocked her path casually. So, Princess, Cedric murmured. Her spine stiffened. Done staring, he smirked. She froze. What? Me? She laughed awkwardly. No. Yes. Never. I was just... Her eyes darted around wildly. I was picking the grasses. You know, to get rid of termites. You know, termites? Yes. Cedric's brow lifted slightly. In the grass? Yes. They're always here by this time. You know, he laughs for real. You really don't know how to lie, she sputtered. I don't know what you're talking about. He stepped just a little closer. Not touching, but close enough to feel his warmth again. Her heartbeat betrayed her immediately. You do, he said quietly. The teasing tone was lighter. She laughs, moving away. So, yeah, Mr. Knight, she muttered, stepping aside. I'll go inside now. Get dressed before you get bitten. It's not safe out here. You know, good night. She walked straight into the house. Did not look back. He didn't stop her. Once inside, she pressed her palm against her chest. Shit, everything is so complicated now. Her heart reacted for the second time that day. Just a little. And that frightened her more than she could admit. Later, Liz found her father getting into bed. He looked peaceful. Not sick. Not tired. Just her father. He smiled when he saw her. Not asleep yet. She smiled back, sitting beside him. Are you going to bed already? Did you take your medicine? He nodded. I did. Your brother made sure. She adjusted the blanket over his lap out of habit. You don't have to let the night stay, she said, trying to sound casual. Mr. Cedric can leave. He's not really protecting me. It's not necessary. There's nothing to protect me from. Her father watched her quietly. Then he smiled. I know. She blinked. You? No? He chuckled softly. Yes. I know you two are courting. The protection excuse was just to stay close to you. Liz froze. What? Then she burst out laughing. Me and him? No, of course not. Her father simply reached for her hands. It's all right if you don't want to tell me now, he said gently. But I've never seen you bring any young man here before. Since you were little, you were indoor because of your sickness and didn't get to make friends. So maybe you really like this one. Her heart skipped, then she shook her head quickly. No, Dad. He followed me here. We're not together. He's just doing his job. Yes. Her father nodded slowly. All right, but his eyes said he wasn't convinced. Then his expression softened. You're 22, Liz. You won't stay our little girl forever. You'll marry one day. You don't have to think about us when choosing your future. I'm sorry. I made life harder for you and your brother. This is all my fault. My fault you guys are in this position. Her chest tightened. I'll be fully recovered soon, he continued. I'll work again. I'll repay the debts I piled up. You can live freely. You don't have to tie yourself down for me. Don't say that, she interrupted quickly. Her fingers tightened around his. You come first, Papa, always. She leaned forward and hugged him. We're doing this together. You don't have to worry. He smiled at her the way only a father could. Thank you, my angel. Good night. Good night. She stood and quietly closed the door behind her. The hallway felt colder. She leaned on the door slowly. Marriage? The word echoed strangely in her mind. She had never thought about it. Not once. Who would even want to marry her? She glanced down at herself. Shook her head. No, better to stay single forever. Much easier. First, I need to get them out of this empire. Safe, free. Then, her mind betrayed her. Cedric? She frowned immediately. Never. How could Dad say such a thing? Cedric? No, impossible. Cedric. Sleep refused to come. Cedric lay on the thin mattress with Roland beside him, staring at the unfamiliar wooden ceiling. So this is where she lives. The house was small, humble, worn, nothing like the marble halls of the palace. He had heard of her dad debt before. A respected man once until illness and loans buried him. The empire had simply moved on. Forgotten. His jaw tightened. Is that why she went to the palace? Despite everything. Despite the rumors about the empress. To pay off the debt? To save him? To buy medicine? His eyes drifted to the hallway, where he had seen the bottles earlier. So that was it. That was what she was protecting. Then his mind drifted. Something wasn't right. He remembered it clearly. Earlier that morning, when she slipped away from her assigned guards. When she went to her chamber to pack before coming here. He had noticed it. A shadow. Someone watching her. Not palace guard. Someone. He had followed discreetly, but the figure disappeared. She was right to flee without the guards. That was smart. But why was she being guarded in the first place? Who was following her? And why was she at the guild that night? Asking for information about the Empress's uncle. His eyes darkened. That wasn't curiosity. Was the Empress's uncle connected to her family's debt? Was she being pressured? Threatened? Used? He exhaled slowly. If she's doing this because of the debt, he could pay it off. Easily. He had the means. He could wipe it clean tomorrow. End it. Keep her out of this. But, why does that bother me so much? He closed his eyes briefly. Why do you care? You've used people since the beginning of this mission. You gather information. You manipulate. You charm. You smile. You wear the mask of a gentle, easygoing man, while pulling strings from the shadows. That was always the plan. And she was supposed to be part of that plan. Get close. Charm her. Gain trust. Extract information. Simple. But she's scared of me. Run away like I've some disease. Chase me away. Resistant to my charm compared to other women. But the real question is, why does her involvement feel like something tightening around my chest? He groaned quietly and ruffled his hair. I should just use her. Get her to talk. The thought left a bitter taste in his mouth. He had overheard part of her conversation earlier. Not intentionally. He was walking past when he heard her laugh. Me and him? Never. He smiled faintly at the memory. She really does hate me. A rustle outside snapped his attention. He sat up instantly. Movement behind the bushes. His body reacted before his thoughts did. Silent. Controlled. He slipped outside without a sound. He crouched near the edge of the yard. Eyes sharp. Another movement. Closer. He shifted position, ready. A cat jumped out. He exhaled slowly. Just a cat. He straightened, but didn't move away. His gaze swept the darkness again. Too quiet. He didn't trust it. His job here was to protect her. Even if he stole that role. Even if he lied about the Empress assigning him. The truth was, he just wanted to follow her. He told himself it was strategy. Told himself it was necessary. But standing there in the cold night air, watching over her small house, he knew that wasn't entirely true. "I'll handle it," he muttered to himself. "Whatever she's involved in, whoever is watching, whatever danger is creeping closer, he would handle it." Liz, she woke up suddenly. Her eyes snapped open. Morning. Her heart dropped. She was supposed to keep watch on Cedric. Damn, she jumped out of bed, rushed out of her room, and stopped. Everyone was already awake. Roland was dressed for work, tying his belt. Her father sat by the table calmly reading a document. Roland grinned when he saw her. "Good morning, sis. Sleep well." She narrowed her eyes at his smile. Ignoring him. "Morning, father." She walked toward the kitchen and froze. Cedric was cooking. Actually cooking. Roland leaned against the doorframe, still grinning like this was the greatest entertainment of his life. "What are you doing?" Liz asked slowly. Cedric glanced over his shoulder. "Good morning," he said casually. "I'm cooking." "As you can see." "Why?" She crossed her arms. "You're a guest." "Well, not really a guest, but still. No one asked you to cook." "I'm in charge of that." Cedric simply plated the food. "Well," he said calmly, "you were sleeping when we went to the market." Her eyes widened. "We came back," he continued, "and you were still sleeping. Your father needed to take his medicine, so..." He shrugged lightly. Liz blinked. "We?" Roland carrying plate to the table. "Yep. We went to the market together." She gave him a look. Cedric just smiled and walked past her with the food. "Bring the stew while you're at it." She rolled her eyes. "This man doesn't listen. Now Dad is definitely going to think we're dating." She sat at the table suspiciously. What if he poisoned it? But her father and Roland were already eating happily. Her father smiled. "Come, Liz, try it." Roland nodded excitedly. "It's really good." Liz stared at Cedric. He only raised an eyebrow. She cautiously took a bite. "It was good." Cedric winked. She rolled her eyes immediately. "Shut up," she muttered. Her father smiled. "Where did you learn to cook like this, young man?" "Do knights learn cooking too?" Roland asked. Cedric shook his head. "No." For a moment his expression dimmed. Then he smiled again. "My mother taught me." Her father nodded warmly. "You must be close to her." "Yes." Liz looked at him quietly. She knew the truth. According to the story she read, his mother and sister are in hiding. He probably won't see them again since he'll destroy everything. She looked away. Whatever. A little later, Liz prepared to leave. She had 3 houses to inspect. If she was going to move her family, she needed somewhere safe. But Cedric could not come. Absolutely not. He was sitting by the chair reading something when she walked out. "Going somewhere?" he asked. "No." She sat beside him calmly. "Just going to pick some herb in the garden." She hid her beside the chair. He looked at her suspiciously. She smiled sweetly. "Cedric, thank you for breakfast." Then suddenly she grabbed her stomach. Cedric stood instantly. "What's wrong?" "My stomach, it hurts." He moved closer immediately. "Where? Are you all right?" "I need my pill," she said weakly. "Which pill?" "I can't remember. Maybe in my drawer. Or beside my bed." She groaned again. Cedric moved immediately. "I'll get it." "Stay here." He turned. Liz grabbed her bag and bolted. Out the door. Down the street. Running as fast as she could. She laughed under her breath. "Loser, let's see how you follow me now." Back inside, Cedric searched the room. No pill. No medicine. He walked back outside. She was gone. He stared at the empty chair, then laughed quietly. "Nice one, Elizabeth. You got me." Meanwhile, Liz was already far from the house. Victory. She had 3 houses on her list. The first was 20 minutes away by carriage. The second was walking distance from there. She needed somewhere affordable. She still had to pay the debt collectors next month. She couldn't spend everything. The first house was decent. A little expensive. She left and began walking toward the second. Then, she felt it. A shadow. Following her. She turned. No one. She kept walking. The feeling didn't disappear. Her chest tightened. Don't panic. Maybe imagination. Maybe nerves. She suddenly turned into a narrow alley. Waiting. Listening. Footsteps. A hooded figure passed the corner. Liz grabbed a piece of stone from the ground and hid in the shadows. When the man stepped into the alley, she struck. The blow hit his head. He staggered back, hood falling. Liz breathed sharply. So I am being followed. She stepped back. Who sent you? The man only smiled, then drew his sword. Liz sighed. Well, I'm not really good at dodging. Do you maybe happen to have a spare sword so we can do this fairly? He attacked. She dodged. Okay, she muttered. No sword. She bent and slammed her boot against his ribs. He fell. Then she hit him again with a stone. Before she could breath, another man appeared. Shit. She grabbed the fallen man's sword. Please, let's take it slow. The second attacker lunged. Their blade clashed. She moved behind him, hitting the back of his knee. Using the opening, Liz swung the sword hilt into his head. Hard, he dropped. She breathed heavily, chest rising and falling. I did it. She looked around. Pretty sure I don't have the strength for another right now. She hesitated. Should I kill them? They tried to kill me, right? But, no. Then panic returned. If they were following her, what about the house? Dad, her chest tightened. Cedric is there. He'll protect them, right? She quickly grabbed her bag and one of their cloaks, and left immediately. House number 3 would have to do. Even if it wasn't perfect, but it was far away. Later, Liz rushed back home. She opened the door, and froze. Cedric stood in the middle of the room, dragging a man across the floor by his leg. 2 unconscious attackers lay nearby. Roland ran to her. Are you okay, sis? Cedric turned sharply. Where have you been? Are you all right? Yes, she said quickly. Where's Dad? Cedric's expression darkened. He's fine. Just shaken. Her heart sank. Attackers? She asked. Cedric nodded once. We don't have time. His voice turned cold. We need to leave, now. It's not safe here anymore. Roland looked at the unconscious men on the floor. Then at Liz. What is all this? He asked. Why are we being attacked? Cedric's eyes moved to Liz. She avoided his gaze. I have a place, Liz said quickly. We can move there. No, Cedric said immediately. They might know that place. They don't, Liz insisted. I just purchased it. Roland looked between them. You knew something like this could happen. Liz ignored the question. We're going to my place for now, he said firmly. It's safer. No, Liz snapped. I don't need your help. I already have somewhere. Don't interfere. I will, Cedric replied calmly. My subordinates will be here soon. Pack what you need. We're leaving now. She opened her mouth to argue, but Roland grabbed her wrist and shook his head. Minutes later, they were in a carriage. Knights surrounded it as they rode through the night. Inside, her father slept with his head resting on Liz's thigh after taking his medicine. She had reassured him everything was fine. Just bandits. Roland sat across from her, watching. You know something, he said quietly. Liz forced a calm expression. I don't. They were probably bandits. Bandits? Roland repeated. He looked out the window. I noticed someone watching me at work these past few days. If Mr. Cedric hadn't shown up earlier, maybe I would have died. Don't say that. Liz snapped. Roland blinked. Nothing will happen to you or father. He looked away again. Do you think it's Mom? Liz froze. Maybe she hates us after leaving, Roland continued quietly. Maybe she wants to get rid of us. No, Liz said quickly. It's not that. She would never. Yes, she left, Liz admitted softly. But she wouldn't do that. Roland sighed. Yeah, you're right. Silence filled the carriage. Liz looked down at her sleeping father, then at Roland. I'm sorry. This is all my fault. Why did I drag them into this? Later that night, they arrived at Cedric's place. It was a small estate outside the capital. 3 rooms, guarded by knights. Safe, for now. Roland and her father fell asleep almost immediately. Liz sat outside alone. The night air was cold. Her thoughts were heavier. Even if she wasn't the real Elizabeth. Even if she wasn't the real daughter. Even if she wasn't the real sister. She had no right to put them in danger like this. What if Cedric hadn't been there today? She might have lost them. She went for the house first instead of protecting them. She needed to inform the Empress tomorrow. A voice broke her thoughts. Still awake? Cedric. He sat beside her. Are you okay? Yeah. She looked down. Thank you so much for today. I'm really grateful. He raised an eyebrow. She shrugged awkwardly. What? Take it or leave it. A small smile appeared on his face. Were you attacked? She lied. No. I noticed someone following me, but I'm fine. Cedric nodded slowly. So, you want to talk about it? About what? Why you're being followed? What this is really about? Why the Empress assigned me to protect you? Her heart skipped. Should I tell him? Can I trust him? What if he uses it against the Empress? He hates her. She smiled lightly. I don't know what you're talking about. Probably bad people. Cedric's jaw tightened. He moved closer. I want to help you, Princess. But if you don't tell me anything, I can't. His voice lowered. Why did the Empress assign me to protect you? She stared at him. Should I tell? Him? I mean, he's the male lead. Do I want to get involved with him? I mean, this is his way. Right? Charm people. Gain their trust. Use them. And what if he hurt Her Majesty? She stood up. I told you. I don't know anything. Please don't tell the Empress. I'll report it to her myself. She stepped back toward the woods. I'd like to be alone. Cedric watched her leave. His fists clenched. She still wouldn't tell him. Why? Is she scared of me? Why she? Running. Away. What are they hiding? He groaned. Then pause. Wait. He looked towards the tree. His eyes widened. Princes. He stood quickly. Elizabeth. Meanwhile, Liz walked deeper into the trees. Why was he looking at me like that? Can I trust him? I mean, he did help me, right? Then she heard him calling her. Is he following me? Does he not understand the meaning of space? She started walking faster. Stop following me. Then she stopped. The bushes were thicker now. Wait, this wasn't the path close to her house. She turned, and Cedric appeared. Why did you run? She crossed her arms. Do you not know the meaning of space? I don't want to talk to you. Cedric exhaled. It's not. Then suddenly his expression changed. He froze. Don't move, Princess. She frowned. What? Don't move. Just walk slowly toward me. Why? She shouted. And stop calling me Princess. His voice sharpened. Run. Elizabeth. What? She turned and saw it. A massive wild boar. Charging. Her eyes widened. What the? Cedric grabbed her hand instantly. They ran. Branches snapped behind them as the boar chased. You don't listen, Princess. Cedric shouted. You didn't tell me there were boars near your house. Liz gasped between breaths. Do you have dinner with them? Cedric smirked even while running. That depends if they bring their kids. She actually laughed. Even as they ran for their lives, unaware of the danger waiting for them in the palace.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications to know when I upload the next chapter.